Don't understand why you forget to put your earphones on, and you look at me and say, "Yeah, earphones."
You see, I ain't got nothing to say.
Woo, gosh, you threw me. I wasn't expecting that.
I
You know what I
know.
was expecting? That we was losing. That's what I was expecting. I would leave it at that. That's what I was expecting though. I was about to say, yo, really? Like I was about to, oh! Yeah, I thought we was gone. That's what
Yeah, we gone with this Jaguar writing this Mary J. Blige story. So Jaguar sitting up here, she said told every damn thing. And for a fact, she was telling the damn truth. And that's gonna make everybody be like, wait a minute, hold up. She might be telling the truth about everything else, the one that doubted her.
yes, yes. I think because the way she did it though, the way she did it, it reminds me of just every time a black woman has something to say and they go through a different means than what
Right.
a lot of people think they should go through,
Yeah.
it's an issue. And so because she took it to social media, then everyone was kind of thinking she was crazy or something like that.
But at the same time, she ain't got nothing to lose. Nothing to fucking
Yeah,
lose. Nothing
yeah.
to lose.
And she made sure that she told you that too, because every time she's around to say something like that, she's like, "Look, this is what it is. I gave them ample opportunity to
Yep.
do what they got to do, and they still did." And I was very surprised by Jill Scott.
She had enough.
I was surprised about Jill Scott because I thought Jill Scott was going to be the one to say something to her.
But
And
instead,
not
she was cocky.
and hit a subliminal on her.
Yep.
And I thought that was like, what? I know you sing in the industry, but is it really the industry? This is what you really do?
But at the same time, when she hit her with that subliminal, it basically said, "You're beneath me." That's what that subliminal said. "You're beneath me." That's exactly what that subliminal said. But Jill Scott want to call herself a lion, but lions know how to lead, and that's not leading. If you was a true lion, you would have pulled her up. You would have helped build her up. You wouldn't have been so intimidated by her. People that's intimidated by somebody, they walk on them and try to destroy them. They was intimidated by her. Point blank.
Point blank. Okay. I could see that. Because if that was the case, all of them should have did that though. Yeah. But I think it's so different with women because you expect women to pull each other up. And I don't understand, even from Mary J. Blige's standpoint, at this point, you became the queen of hip hop soul. That was already a destiny for you. So it didn't hurt to pull her up.
But wait a minute.
Was already laid out.
But wait a minch. If Jaguar had kept going and didn't worry about what Mary J. Blige said, I think Jaguar would have been the queen of hip hop soul, not Mary J. Blige. And Mary J. Blige knew that. She felt that. She felt that in her soul.
And so she knocked her down.
Yeah.
That's so crazy. And that's why the majority is perpetuated thinking that we are doing that because we do that to each other. So let me do that to you guys.
Exactly.
That sucks. Oh, that sucks. I just feel like everybody could have been on something.
Everybody can get a piece of the pie.
That's what I'm saying. The industry itself is ruthless. Yeah. So all y'all combined together could have turned it.
Yes.
Got in it, got what you got, and flipped the script.
Yep.
And then scout for other talent.
Yep.
That's underground talent. That's why I'm happy to partner with you because I feel like that's what we're doing. And that's what you did with a person I know. You was just like, yo, he need to be doing X, Y, Z with a new album. And then all of a sudden, he got a whole new album coming out. So, like, I just feel like when you start showing people love like that, you just throw all that positive energy and love out there. It comes back not only just to you, but everybody around you. But then it inspires people. And I'm sitting here looking like, wow. You know what got me though? JAGUAR Wright did a Mary J. Blige song. All That I Can Say. It is on her Instagram. So you know Mary J. Blige's voice on that song. JAGUAR took it up, I think, an octave or two. And she was in the car. And she had her version playing. But she was like, no, hell. Like, she was throwing it up like, hi. I was like, I would love to hear her version of that.
Yeah.
And she said in her quotation and stuff of it, in her parts of it, she was saying, Mary J. Blige, you guys as fans deserve to hear that song in a better tone than what she gave you.
Ooh.
She said this wasn't a call out to throw her down for this particular thing. This was a call out to call her up, basically, because she said she had to get it in a different voice, in a different range. It would have hit different. So the way JAGUAR was singing it did hit different. It would have hit different with drums. It would have hit different with maybe more different bass and stuff. And I went back after that and listened to that song.
And she was right.
She was right.
That's why they trying to tear her down.
Because when you hear it in that monotone type of voice, it doesn't hit the same when you hear it from them. But to try to tear her down for that, your voice is your voice.
Yeah.
Everybody get cues off of how everybody's supposed to have a voice feature.
Ego.
In this game, you're supposed to have a voice.
Jaguar's voice is much higher and more pitched tone, high pitched than Mary J. Blige. Mary J. Blige, she has like a strain when she talk, when she sings. JAGUAR don't. She just hit it. She go straight to it and cut it and let it go. Mary J. Blige don't. It takes her time to get there, but she can only stop at a certain level. And they know this.
That's still a shame though. Because even if you can stop at a certain level, then to be honest, that should have pushed you to get a vocal coach to put you in a range. Because you can do that. I'm doing that in the voiceover world. You could transfer that in the voiceover world. You have to have range. As an actor, you have to have range. So instead of her but then Mary J. Blige probably was a little cocky back then too. So. That's
why Common stuck his thing in her mouth. That was a symbolism of I want to shut you up. I want to destroy you however I can.
But see, Common, to be honest, let's keep that 100. That should have stopped your whole career. I wish she had said something. I know why she didn't.
Right.
But I wish she had said something because not only would it stop your career, it would have shed light on what is being done.
He would have been locked up.
And that's what you need though. Because you got Bill Cosby locked up.
Yep. But it's all
to be honest, you're never too old to get locked up for some stuff.
Very true.
I'm not saying that a lot of the women did not maybe lie, but to be honest, if you're pulling 5 or more women out at this point, and they all got the same type of story, who's the liar at this point?
Exactly.
I'm not going to victim shame. I'm going to go with the victim. Because you got 5 different women saying the same thing.
And they don't know each other.
And nobody met each other probably until this point. Yeah, that's the problem.
Yeah.
So I feel like he should be locked up. And I love Common. I love what he stood for his brand. But when you hear that, you're like, dang, really?
But he talking about he for women, but you turn around and do this. Yeah.
So you're really not for women. But what she did do was shocking. JAGUAR Wright did go and apologize to Tiffany Haddish. She literally made an Instagram post.
Because it wasn't she wasn't at Tiffany. She was at Common. But that embarrassed Tiffany.
We gotta watch who we brand with and who we talk to.
Yeah.
It will come up on your brand and you're not necessarily like,
Yep. So you just can't jump in the Easter egg basket with everybody because all eggs ain't good eggs.
Yeah. But see, that's where the industry weeds you out because, and not just in the music industry, but any industry, because you're doing it. What's the motivation in your heart of doing it?
Exactly.
And what was the motivation to cut loose with the celeb? or to literally live out your dream and help other people. Because you could still cut loose with the celebs on your own vision, though.
Yep.
You know, so I just feel like with that, you should be able to do that, and there shouldn't be anything wrong with doing that.
And the only thing Jaguar Wright wanted to do was help people on their songs and help build their songs up. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, while she helped building people's songs, they trying to break her spirit.
Yeah, and that's what I'm like. What? She did a session. She was doing a session because she's going back from Dallas to New York and everything. So she lives in Dallas. She was doing a session where she put on Instagram, whoever needs a hook. This is the amount that you need to pay for that hook. But I'm doing hooks. And I was thinking, if I had a song that needed a hook, I would go to her.
Right.
Of her
right.
But the fact that she was talking about not just anybody on Instagram, but she was talking about local artists in the Dallas area. What she was saying about Erykah Badu is from that area, from Dallas.
Right.
She's never boosted anybody up. And the same artists that they have in Dallas have been background singers to her and things like that. But she never went back to grab them. And I'm wondering why not? Because she was all about the Black Power movement and Black women and Black men stick together. And she never grabbed on to a lot of these artists either, according to Jaguar. Now, I don't know what artist Jaguar was talking about when she said that, but she did put that out there. And I did see Erykah put her sister on, but whatever other artists from that area,
right,
which is true, unless they went on a song with maybe a New York artist or the South, the Atlanta artist or something like that. I just think that's crazy that that didn't happen though. As much pull as you get in the industry, I'm like, why did that not happen?
It all comes down to selfishness.
But you got yours. You are a staple in the industry.
Once you get yours, you want more. Once you get it, you want more. When they millionaire, right? It's like a drug. When they become a millionaire, they want to be a billionaire. So they can't.
But by that time, I would think, not necessarily in the industry anymore, I would think you have had enough money collected, saved, spent, whatever, that you can just do businesses and get people like that.
But in the industry, you come across people and you drop people. Things happen. People don't want to collaborate anymore because of one little small thing somebody said or how somebody felt. It all boils down to the ego and how you systematically want to come together and work with each other. But if you can't get that ego pushed to the side to make some miracles and stuff happen, it ain't gonna happen. And then you end up just like that. Only dealing with people, a family or something like that. You're not going to bring in outside people because sometimes you bring in outside people, it becomes a mess, a big problem. And sometimes they don't want to deal with that. So they just leave that alone. But I know what you're saying. You know, one hand washes the other. I get that.
You would think. I guess that's how I would want to do it. And the reason why I say it like that, honestly, is because you never know who you throw down, if that same person gonna be that person you need to help you.
Exactly.
And because I've learned that throughout my life, coming into the media industry with this thing, I don't want to do that to people. Like, I don't want to be that person that knock a person down like that. Because like you said, when you up, you get knocked down. And that same person you knocked down is going to be that one that's going to be up and have to make a decision.
Yep.
I just don't think we need that. We already got reality TV going. We already got stuff that's showing negative images about us anyway.
Yeah.
We're already going through the stuff that we're going through in this world with the presidency and everything. I just don't think that's a good idea. No. And now what troubled me a little bit about what Jaguar said, she brought up Andre Harrell.
Mm-hmm.
And when she brought him up with the same breath that she did with Diddy. And what concerned me, because Andre Harrell is no longer here. So she did put that post out and said, okay, he's not here. But the way she kind of said it was, he was supposed to be not here. Like, he was supposed to be taken. That's how I took it. I want you to look at that if you have a chance to kind of look at her Instagram.
Well, you know they have a lot of people that have passed on, and they had it. They probably had it for them to go. You never know. It's the strange ways they be leaving up out of here. But I'm gonna leave that alone.
I'm not laughing at that. I'm laughing at your response to that, and I get that, and I understand that. But I think when she did that, she didn't do that. I don't feel like she did that to be bogus.
Right.
I think she was pulling out that he may have been involved in some things that wasn't.
And it came back to bite him in the butt.
To bite him, and so she was like, it was like a warning, almost like a warning shot. And I'm sitting here like, oh my God. Now, no one said nothing but Jill. Now, I expected Diddy to say something before Jill said something. Even with Moni Love, I expected Moni Love to say something when Jaguar hit Instagram about her. It was just, I don't know. I expect men to be different and do it right too. But I just expect us as women to do right by each other, because I feel like we all in the struggle, it's some type of struggle. We all have this dream we're trying to get to. Why not? If I make the dream and I make it happen, why not pull you up, not tear you down? Because I ain't gonna lie, I've been wanting a Jaguar Wright album since she came out. When she got on Hoes Unplugged, it was no longer Hoes Unplugged to me. It was Jaguar's show. And every show after that has been a Jaguar show. Yeah. And I just want music from her. Not to say that what she's saying ain't real. I believe everything she's saying, because I don't feel like she had any reason not to be for real about it, other than her life. She was scared for her life and everything that could have happened. But I believe, honestly, I want a Jaguar Wright in the U.S. She said she's been actually touring overseas, and that overseas money is totally different.
Totally different. That's some good money.
And you don't got to, man, we got to hit the U.K. For real. The experiences are different over there. Even when Mary J. Blige said it, when she did that London Sessions album, she said it was different from over there.
They show you more love over there.
And so why do we tear each other down in the U.S. so bad? Like, for anything. Like, they just got Beyonce.
You know, I'm quiet. You see how I was looking like the Beehive gonna come out. They better stop.
They just got this woman named Tiwa Savage, I think. So you know when Beyonce did that Black is King movie, right? Okay, she had a lot of Nigerian directors, dancers, a lot of Nigerian pulled with that. And she collaborated with a lot. And so what's happening in Nigeria, the End SARS campaign, Tiwa, because Beyonce ain't said anything, Tiwa Savage jumped on Instagram a couple of days ago and threw Beyonce out there and said she want Beyonce to say something. Now, I don't think Tiwa Savage really thought about what she did, because Miss Tina Lawson jumped right on it, right after, and gave a whole spiel. And she was very polite about it, but she did in a nutshell.
Her mama is nasty nice, okay? You do not mess with her little cub. Her cub.
And I don't blame her.
She would take you out, snatch your soul, slit your throat. What you want to do? You better go.
And I don't blame her though, because we're mothers. We would do the same thing.
Oh yeah. But you would come up missing. You would come up missing messing with man. I ain't playing.
Quickly, and be sitting there looking at you like, what are you talking about? Quickly. But I think because the way Beyonce is, where she is in her stardom, she's expected to jump up and say things about different campaigns. But her style, and Jay-Z's style too, their style has always been behind the scenes. So that's what her mother had basically said. You don't know what she's doing behind the scenes, but it is not her responsibility, because she is in a celebrity stance to say something.
But you know what?
Responsibility to jump up and do something for what the cause you talk about.
I don't understand I think they be trying to get her to come out and say something, but at the same time, her mother is her spokesperson. Beyonce And Jay-Z, they will not. They refuse to waste their breath on someone that's beneath them. They are billionaires. What they look like? What I look like arguing with a millionaire?
Coming off the throne and arguing, and that's
what I
not.
look like coming off my throne to argue with the Joker. Just explain to me what I look like.
And to be honest, I would rather take that stance too. To be honest, because when she said that, she got ate up. But the Beehive didn't have a chance because Ms.
Mama got it.
Got it. And I just thought that was interesting because when you're put in that position, you are expected to say something. But then when you are wrong and you come out as Jaguar Wright did and say something against your favorite people, now it's a problem.
Mm-hmm. But
so
now,
in one case, right. So in one case, you're expected to say something because of the stardom that you have. In another case, because you don't see that person as the stardom that they have, because she can still bring stardom, but like Jaguar Wright can, you think she crazy. She went on the blog, but she started looking at the blog. There's this guy named Storm Monroe that broke the story with her. Like she admitted that she broke it with him because she sees something in him. And on his blog, he literally was asking questions that took his whole blog up even more. And I was just watching it because I was surprised that she was doing interviews the way that she was doing it, but then with a blogger, because a lot of times you don't see a lot of people go straight to the bloggers. You see them do interviews with maybe WXL or whatever, like the Shade Room or something like that. He did it with this blogger, and he actually said he believed everything she said. Yeah. And I went back and looked at that and I said, I do too.
Yeah, I did too.
At first I was skeptical, but then as I was seeing her drop every video, she was dropping the videos before she even interviewed. She was dropping them and she was just like, yo, this is what happened. And I'm sitting there like,
and she kept the story consistent from each time. Yep.
In every video. So I was like, that woman don't have no reason to lie.
She ain't got nothing to lose, once again.
They jacked up her career.
Yeah, she don't have nothing to lose. She already at the bottom, really. What she got to lose? Nothing, not a damn thing. Yeah. She only thing she got to gain is her title. That's it. And she gonna get that back.
Well, she did say she was gonna push everybody aside and make room for the real people and the real singers. And I was like, sis, we need to be watching out for that because we need to be writing about that and throw some stuff out there.
Oh, we definitely are. So with that being said, I think it's time for us to drop that Jaguar and that Jill Scott versus Jill Scott on WLMJ.
That's up. Okay, we need to flyer for that. We need to hype that up. Because I would honestly, and do it and post it. Not just post it as it's being done, have it live. That means we gotta have Facebook and IG Live. So exciting! Let me know. We're gonna have to collaborate. Let me know when you want to do that. Let me know when